Okay, so there it is. We are live. Welcome. Welcome, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Vibe Tribe family. So, um, this is the first anything that I'm posting on this channel aside from shorts, and I'm just so deep in the fields. Like, hello, happy Scorpio season. So to all my Scorpios, happy birthday. If you don't follow astrology, Scorpio season is October 22nd until November 21st. I'm not even sure how this live is going to go. I'm just feeling so much inside of me, and I'm like, where's the platform for me to let it out? Where's the platform where I don't have to be really thinking too much about my content and the video being too long? And because I have these different containers that I facilitate, and I'm always trying to be mindful of people's time and all the things. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go live on YouTube. That's where it's gonna happen, because I don't even know if it's gonna make it to my channel. I'm just gonna utilize it as a place to hold space for everything that's moving through me at this time. The messages are so deep and so intense, and I'm trying to have them move through me and get them out as much as I can without the conscious mind, like without the ego thinking that I'm the only one with this information. Because hello, Minik, take a step back. But also honoring the fact that this information is moving through me. Let me take a step back. I digress. My name is Minik Avante. This is my YouTube channel. I'm very honored to be here and bring forward the information that comes through for me. I'm a tarot reader. I'm an astrologist. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a claircognizant. I'm a clairsentient. And I really, truly am so honored to have done enough of the footwork in my own life to be able to be a conduit to collective in whatever capacity, in whatever form you will receive me. So I thank you. I see there's a viewer. I have no idea how this is working. I have no idea who you are. I want to welcome you to this space. I want to welcome you to this Vibe Tribe. Because here's the thing. If you're aligning with me, you're a certain vibe, because I will tell you I'm a certain vibe. And I just was sharing like how fucking deep in my emotions I am at this time. I was going over just the astrology and the numerology for this new moon, and the messages that have been leading up until this point are so intense. If you've been following my channel, you know. If you're somewhere in my life, you know. If you're new to this space, I welcome you, and I thank you from my heart to just take a moment, see if this resonates with you, see if this aligns with you, see if the information coming through allows you to be like, that's what's been going on. Because we're in a huge awakening, and we have been for years. Let's not pretend that we don't all know this. Shit's been going down since 2020, right? 2020 hindsight. Things started to really come to the surface. And this is the time. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, those of you that are here. This is the time where we are digging up the hella of the shadow, the secrets, with everything that Pluto's doing, with this Scorpio season, whose ruling planet is Pluto. There's just so much. I feel like I don't even know where to begin. I want to see, because I really would love the comments. I don't know how to get the comments. Welcome to the live. Remember to guard your privacy. This is the first live I'm doing. I don't see comments. I don't know how to get that done. Please, as you're watching, if you have questions, place them in the comments. I would love to reply, to answer as best as I can. So beautiful. We have 9 viewers and 1 like. This is all the energy that I'm talking about right now. So just real quick, there's some other people. I'm an astrologist. I'm a tarot reader. I'm a claircognizant. I'm a clairsentient. There's so much. I'm really working through feeling, oh, how am I trying to describe this? Feeling the balance between having the information, the downloads, the activations, and being able to get them out to the collective as best as I can. So now that I see that people are viewing, I am just kind of trying to, let me see, does anybody, I really wish there could be comments. I don't know how. Okay, that's okay. So let me just get right to it, all right? Now, like, fuck, screw the rest. I was going over the astrology because I do facilitate. Okay, so I do see something here. Well, I see someone here from Algeria, I believe. Okay, welcome, really awesome. Okay, so yeah, this live, just bear with me because I don't know the specifics yet. Please, if there is a way that you can comment, please comment and I will reply to them later if need be. I'm not seeing any comments come up. Really what I'm doing here is, and I'm talking about, yes, they're coming. I'm doing really well. I don't know if they're super like backed up, or I don't know if they're finally just coming in. I don't know if I did something to activate them. That would be super cool. No one was sending anything. Thank you, Haley. Thank you. Now I know. That's cool. Okay, so let me just try to like get into it. So what I was sharing is like there's so much moving through me because this yeah, perfect. This new moon coming up is so intense. If you've been following the channel and the shorts, like so much energy is moving through. Do I look like I need to be on a diet? I think about it all the time, and then I'm like, but this pasta is so fucking good. I digress. So yeah, I've been going over the astrology. Oh wow, well hopefully I can manifest to my exam today. Absolutely, girl. You already know all the answers. It's just about trusting. And the number one thing, that's what this energy is all about right now. Be in the present moment. With the numerology. I'm from North Africa, so welcome. That's where I live. I'm born and much raised in Canada, but I moved to North Africa 3 years ago, actually like almost till this day. Whew, today was the first day that I walked into my home 3 years ago. That's okay, Marsam. You can go. I'm here to talk. That's really the point. I'm not really sure what else you would have expected. But yeah, that's all right. You know what, Marsem? If you would hold on a minute, I could actually speak to that and why that is. We are actually, from a primal level, designed to speak the way that we do and to speak in circles. Literally though, I can understand where he's coming from. I get it. There really is a difference between men and women. You see, way back in the day, and I'm gonna get focused on this new moon coming up in this Scorpio season. But way back in the day when we used to go and hunt, right? When we used to go, not hunt, but forage, okay? And we were walking and we had our children with us, we would talk and we would just be like, oh, and we're gonna take a walk down here and then we're gonna turn down by this bush because we wanted to frighten any animals to keep ourselves safe. So we literally are designed to just speak around in circles. Now, what happens when we're doing that as the feminine is we actually activate the Kundalini and we activate the energy that comes down from within our creative center and comes up. And as we're speaking and the tone and the voicing, it aligns us deeper to intuition and allows us to get activations and downloads. So if men were able to just kind of take a step back and hold the sacred space for women to be able to just freely express. As we spoke about the stuff that's kind of nonsensical, it's actually activating extreme divine wisdom. Anyhow, I digress from that. Let's get into this moon. Let's get into this moon. This new moon in Scorpio. The sun is in Scorpio. There's a lot that's happening at this time, okay? We are activating and we are healing serious father-mother wounds, okay? The other day I was downloaded, so the actual cards were telling me we are moving into healing on a molecular level, like our DNA, the trauma and the wounding that has been passed down from the mother and the father. That's actually transmuting this season, okay? So, well, you know, I'm not sure I would put it that way, but you might learn something. You might end up being blessed with the wisdom of the divine, which is the feminine, but knowing that you also have feminine energy within yourself too. Now, anyhow, I'm not going to get too caught up on that, but that's funny. I love the fact that you're still here. I appreciate that, actually. I thought you would have been out the door. But yeah. So we're getting serious. Okay, because this is the thing. Pluto's been in retrograde, digging up. Pluto's job is to address where you are enforcing your power on others, where you may not be empowered within yourself, and power in general. It's the planet of power, and it's the ruling planet of Scorpio. Now, just know that this does all activate everyone somewhere in our chart, because, you know, Pluto existed when we were all born, okay? We all have an 8th house, and many of us have Scorpio somewhere in our chart. So this has been going on, and it's been retrograde. It went retrograde into Capricorn for a while, and now that it's at its 29th degree, it is seriously activating the things within us, the unknown, the unseen, the secrets, the shadow, and it's bringing it all to the surface so that we can work with it. And we can decide, oh, this is not serving us. This holds me back. Oh, this actually allows me to truly stand in my power, to be empowered. So there's been a lot going on. Now, the thing about the subconscious is it holds all of our belief systems, that which we have created on our own, but that which has also been programmed down into us. So that's why I'm saying we are heavily, heavily purging the mother and the father within us, okay? This is where it gets like really wild. During this new moon, okay, it is moving through the 10th house for Aquarius, and this full moon, it'll be moving through, I'm a teacher of sorts, yes. I wouldn't necessarily say with the credentials that would on paper call me a teacher, but yes, I am here I'm a wisdom keeper on a soul level. And these are things that I have studied in my own way and on my own terms for just over 2 decades. So you decide if the answer is yes. I'll give that to you. Do you feel like you're learning? Where was I? That's the thing. My feminine right now is all over the place because I came in this space so emotional. That's the thing about Scorpio season. Your emotions are going to be extremely activated at this time. And those emotions are bringing things up for you to look at and face. So if there's fear, if there's anxiety, if there's worry, it's like, whoosh, bring it up. A lot of that is just about really like doing some of the work. We could actually work together if that's something that you're interested in, because it's really about just dropping into your deeper purpose and your wisdom addressing trauma or removing it, allowing yourself to be free from all the things that are not really truly you within. And then you're able to connect, because we're actually all teachers when we connect to our wisdom, because we all hold different parts of truth of the entirety of the whole, of the collective. We're all our own individual arms of wisdom, right? But a lot of it has been I wouldn't really say I have books. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. There's been all kinds of different chakra books, astrology books, but a lot of it has just been really like using the internet to do that. So, as I mentioned, this new moon, because I want to try and stay a little bit on track here, but I just felt all of this energy and all of this information just really looking for a platform to be released. So this new moon is moving through the 10th house for Aquarius energy. The full moon is moving through the 4th house for Aquarius energy, okay? It is moving through the new moon is moving through the 4th house for Leo energy, and the full moon is moving through the 10th house for Leo energy. Now, the 10th and the 4th are the father and the mother components, because it's Daddy Saturn and it's Mother Moon, okay? So that's why I'm saying there's huge purging and healing happening around the mother wound and the father wound. How we father ourselves and hold space for ourselves and discipline ourselves and protect those that we love and hold space for those that we love, and how we nurture ourselves, love ourselves, take care of ourselves, connect to our intuition, connect to our emotions. All of this is balancing out and healing, and it's taking us deeper into the sacred masculine and the divine feminine, as opposed to the wounded masculine and the wounded feminine, because we all have both these energies. If other people look at it as left brain and right brain. Where's the logic? Where's the creativity? Where's the structure and the order? Where's the chaos and the feeling, right? So we all have both these components within us. There's no, you're just a man and you're just a woman. Yes, that's your bodies, but energetically and archetypally, you have both of these energies in you. You wouldn't be able to actually sustain the body and keep it alive and have this human earth experience without both those components, okay? So when we manifest, okay, and when we create change in any kind of way, it's about thoughts being put out and feelings being pulled in. Now, Aquarius, as I mentioned, I study about a lot of religions, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, 15 years. Yes, many people, yeah, there's a lot of interest in all the differences. And it's beautiful to find the thread that brings them all into oneness, right? Because although they all have their differences, you will always find a thread of similarity within it all. So that's an interesting study as well to be informed about, and to be able to really allow yourself to be free of any kind of fight that happens between religions, because right? Welcome, by the way, welcome everybody. So beautiful to have you here. I thank you. Welcome to this Vibe Tribe. If you are feeling connected to the information that's coming through, to the vibe that is here, please like, subscribe, do all those things. It's really just helpful to the channel. I'm just a baby who's trying to grow and have a platform for her voice and all this information that's coming through, that comes through me, okay? Because otherwise it just weighs on my shoulders and I'm like, damn. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I appreciate that. So where am I going with this? Okay, so it's all about like that strong intellectual thought that goes out and then the emotion that pulls it in. So it's like there's a huge collective healing and purging. And this has been happening for a while, but it has become so intense during this Scorpio season. Because when we drop, so we can look at these, and they have taught us to look at these different sciences individually, like where we look at astrology and that's its own thing, and then we look at numerology and that's its own thing, but really they're sisters, and they're really designed to operate together. But it's like because they want to have power over us and consider they, whoever you choose to consider they only want us to have little bits and pieces of it, right? And that's why, as a collective, we have got to come together, right? This division is crazy because everybody has a perception in their own piece of a truth. And the more we come together and go, oh, I never saw it from that angle. Oh, my perspective never understood that. We end up with bigger pieces of the truth. Because when we all create our own reality, none of us are really actually wrong, in a sense, right? None of us are also really right either. It's just this whole bigger picture of what's going on here. So when we're able to take astrology as well as numerology and combine them together, we just get these bigger components of truth. So again, dropping into what this new moon itself is all about, it's important to know that the sun is going to be in Scorpio. It is in Scorpio right now. The moon, when it's at its new phase, this is all happening November 1st, depending on where you are in the world. It'll be at the moon will be in Scorpio, and they'll both be at the 9th degree. Okay, 9 is all about endings. And then there is so much numerology that connects us to the 1, which is new beginnings. And that's what's happening right now, right? We are ending, we are releasing, we are letting go of the past that has no longer served us. That's why I'm telling you, especially if you're still sitting in this live, you can connect to that. It has been a really challenging time for you over the last 4 years, but definitely over the last, I would say, years. Stuff's become really intense in 2024. We're in a universal number of 11. It's all about like the antenna, getting the information and really like starting to really drop in and listen to our intuition. So yeah, you know what I just realized? I'm gonna have no idea how to end this live. That's very interesting. I wonder if I just hit that plus. That's gonna be interesting. Start a poll. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna actually. Anyway, doesn't matter. So we have the moon and the sun, which are within 10 degrees of each other. That's when you get a new moon. But they're at the 9th degree. And then we have this universal number of 11. We have the new moon happening on the 1st. We're in the 11th month. Like there's all these ones. There's all this new beginning energy that's happening, okay? And we're really like, as we drop into the present moment, because that numerology, that is the 11. The 11 is being in the present moment and actually receiving the guidance and the information from our higher minds, from God, from the universe, like insert what you call it here, right? It's all different, but all the same. All the same thing. We've just given it all different names. But really being in presence and being able to like understand, okay, this is what I'm called to let go. This is what I'm called to move forward from. This is where I'm called to start this new beginning. Because Scorpio season, can you explain to me how studying in university in Europe and the UK in medicine, because I get the highest grades, but I don't have money? You know what? That would all be around, that would be just limiting beliefs around money. Like that's a whole other topic, but if I have time, I'll get into that. But you just have blocks. You have blocks around money that probably go into your subconscious. That could be because, you know, you were raised in an environment where there was a lot of fear around money and providing. That's big. That's all. That's probably coming to the surface. The fact that you've asked that, there's an opportunity now for Scorpio season to be bringing that forward. So whenever you feel like you don't have money, whenever you start to stress that money won't come in, that is a limiting belief, because the universe is all and forever providing us with abundance. It's our birthright. And as soon as there's blocks in those areas, it's because we have the block within ourselves, because we're always creating off our subconscious. So we're always wanting to bring that to the surface. So whenever we come up against some kind of challenge, we're really being called to ask ourselves, well, like what belief is under there, right? A lot of people have the belief that you're only going to make good money if you have education. Okay. A lot of people have the belief that money is really hard to earn. You have to work really, really hard in order to get it. Money never comes easily. Money is the root of all evil. Money just creates like more money, more problems, more money, more bills. When we believe this, we're creating this relationship with money because money's just an energy, right? But if we believe like, ooh, yeah, money comes easily and frequently to me, right? I am fully as educated as I am called to be through the experience that I have in life in order to generate money and income. When we can change our relationship on a subconscious level with money, it can flow. It'll flow. We create our own blocks around that. If you want to do some one-on-one work with that, in the comments you can write, I really operate off Facebook. I'm of that generation. I'm Facebook generation. I'm starting to see that means I'm old, because like these younger folk are like, what? Facebook? I don't have a Facebook account. I'm like, oh shit. But you can also if you're interested, we could book a one-on-one session and kind of go over some of that stuff. So what do I want to keep? Because okay, this is what I'm trying to tell you. There's a lot going on, and I was like feeling this pressure of like, how do I get this information out of me in order to serve, in order to serve others? Because when we think about the 9, everything has an energy, a vibration, and a frequency to it. And when we look at the 9 and just how the 9 is drawn, it's like it's got this big head of information, right? There's a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of wisdom in the 9. Look at numerology because it has the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, you get my point, all the way up in the experience into the 9. And then we end the single digit numbers and we move into double digits, right? So it's like the ending of this new beginning where we have all of this wisdom and information with us. So that's what's happening with Scorpio being in the 9th degree of the sun and the moon. We're able to have all of our collective wisdom of our experience to be like, okay, this isn't serving us. And as Pluto, okay, ruler of Scorpio, brings all this to the surface, we're able to use our logical mind in the present moment to be like, okay, this isn't serving me. That hasn't been serving me. Let it go. It's time to get rid of it. And be in presence with the 11s, all of the 1, and have our intuition guide us. We're trying, like even your question there, you're worrying, what's going on in the moment right now? Do you have food? Do you have shelter? Do you have, right? But our mind wants to be like, well, what's going to happen later? Well, we're not in later right now. We got to be in the present moment. And the more we can drop into the present moment, the more we will receive the guidance from our intuition. But we got to be in the present moment in order to hear that, to receive that. Because that is where intuition is. It's always in presence. So if I'm worrying about what already happened, or worrying or thinking about what hasn't happened yet, I can't be in the channel. You see the 11? It's like boom, antennas right up to like cosmic God, source, creation, energy, wisdom, whatever you want to call it, higher self. Because even those that don't believe in any kind of higher intelligence or higher creation or entity or being, you can still know, oh, okay, well, I can just tune into the higher self within me, right? Where I am my own God. So what else do I want to speak to this? During this new moon as well, there is a very strong activation with Pluto and Mars. Okay, so Mars is the planet that's like, what do I need to do right now? Okay, so I invite you all to be very mindful of how Mars is expressing itself through you. To do what you can to be assertive as opposed to aggressive, because energies are really intense right now. So the aggression, the frustration, the dominance and force and control are like the shadow aspects of Mars. Whereas being assertive, holding space, showing up for yourself, doing what needs to be done, putting one foot in front of the other, moving yourself forward, that's more the light aspects of Mars, okay? Because Pluto's bringing it out of the shadows, bringing it up to the surface, and Mars is playing with it and saying, okay, now what do we do with this? All right? Mars is the ruling planet, Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio. Mars is the ancient ruling planet of Scorpio. So these two energies are really playing together, because before Pluto was discovered, Mars was Scorpio's planet. It is now Pluto, okay? But these energies, they work well together, because one is like all about the self in regards to Aries, whose ruling planet is Mars. And then Pluto is all about how are we forcing ourselves onto other? How are we manipulating and controlling in order to get power over others? Or how are we dropping into our own personal empowerment? Okay, so there's this dance happening. It's just, I don't even know how to begin to explain like the intensity that we're in right now. It's just like, hold on, allow the emotions to surface. And it's also really about trusting that the emotions that we are feeling right now aren't all necessarily due to whatever is going on in front of us, because we, like I say, we are having stuff dug up. So emotion is just energy in motion. And if we've been suppressing and repressing a lot of our emotions in the past, that's all now coming up. So something is happening in our physical world that triggers an emotion, but that pulls all of the emotion that's been suppressed. So when we would normally maybe just be a little bit like upset as a communication, we're feeling rage because of all the anger we've repressed and not allowed ourselves to feel in the past. So like I said, just really, really, really big movements happening. So I just want to thank anybody who was listening, because there was a lot of energy that was having to come through me. It was creating a lot of emotion. It needed a place to be able to express and to be able to move. So I just really thank those of you that have been a part of holding that space for me, as I just kind of let that out. So if astrology, if tarot is something that is of interest to you, you could like, you could share, you could subscribe, you could do all these things that really put the energy into my channel. For the most part, like, I don't even know, like I said, I don't even know how to post this or have this be, I don't know if it's going to be connected to my channel. I don't know if, I don't know if it's just out there gonna go do its thing. I don't know. This is the first time I've been playing on a live here, but I do daily tarot reads that are basically always connected to the astrology that's happening at the time that I'm doing the reading. So that's something you can go and take a look at. It's shorts, they're a minute. Sometimes it takes a couple of them to get it through. As was expressed here, myself as a feminine, I am quite wordy and worthy. I like how that was a bit of a slip. So yeah, and then if you want like more extensive information, comment, reach out. I can do a birth chart reading for you. This is something that you'd be booking a session with and paying for, where we could really take a look at what was going on at the time of your birth, and how it's a good way to be able to see how the current energies are activating your own personal energetic makeup. This way you can lean into the areas of strength, and you can play with the areas that are a little bit more challenging and bring more awareness, so that you can be making conscious choices around some of those struggles. So I'm gonna leave this at that and try to figure out what I do next. So bear with me as you just kind of probably see. I don't even know how to end the live. Top messages, community, see? No idea. Oh, let's see. Because there isn't an option there. All it says is share. What are we doing? Nope, that's not where I'm trying to bring it. Maybe I do just want to do that. Yeah, see, and then it just reconnected me. I literally don't know. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? I don't even know how to live, girl. That's what I'm trying to do. Do I just X the top? And then from there, does it just like go into you? Does it just go into YouTube world? I did not know you were still here. I love that, Haley. Thank you. Thank you for holding that space for me. Because I ain't never done a live. Like normally when you do a live on any other platform, it's like you can hit the like in live button. I don't see that button. So it's like, do I just hit that X up in the top and then just trust that it's going where it's called to go? Oh, that's funny. I think so too. So I guess I'm just gonna like end here with saying thank you so much again for allowing your time to be shared with me. And I'm just gonna hit the X and we're just gonna trust that it's going where it's called to go. Thank you so much. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Yo, yeah, perfect. Mwah.